Welcome back to College Conversations. I'm Dr. Fedor and I help you navigate college. Please remember to hit subscribe and like and share this video with other students who also might find it helpful. It's now October and I'm getting a lot of emails from students who are first years or freshmen saying they feel like everybody else has already made friends and now it's October and they don't have their friend group yet and they're worried that they somehow missed the boat. So I'm here to give you some tips on how to make friends if you're a freshman or a transfer student. Revisit your college's Facebook group or social media group, or sort of warm yourself up with that idea. Go back to the social media groups that were formed maybe in August or maybe even as early as July, inviting you to join some of those things as a newly accepted student. The second tip I have is keep going to as many events as you can. If you're an introvert, I know it's hard. Just force yourself out of your comfort zone, but really make it a point to go to a football game or go to the club fair. Maybe the club fair already happened, but go to watch parties. Just, keep sort of walking by things and putting yourself out there and maybe seeing if you recognize somebody from class, strike up a conversation. Just going to events will really help you out. If you do choose to go to an event with a buddy who you already know, make it clear to the buddy that you are there to talk to new people so they don't feel abandoned when you leave them and say, okay, I'm going to go, talk to somebody over here or something. Make sure that they know that, and maybe you can be in agreement that you both need to meet new people and that you go to the event together, but your goal is to meet new people. Otherwise, you end up talking to the same person who you already know, and that defeats the purpose. The third tip is keep your dorm room open. If you live on campus, keep the door to your room open while you're doing your work or studying, if possible, because that leads you open to opportunities, sort of the serendipity of colleges, meeting new people in unexpected places. And sometimes these conversations or gatherings happen right outside your dorm room. And if you leave your door open, you'll be able to hear, oh, this, interesting person walked by, or I recognize them from the club fair or something. And then you can act on those opportunities. Only do that if you're someone who is doing work where you don't mind if you're interrupted, or you like to study with a little bit of background noise. I know that works well for some students. I wouldn't recommend doing that all the time, but if you're doing some low grade studying or maybe just reading or something, try doing your homework at the student lounge or the library. But just make sure that if you're looking to strike up conversations with new students, that you are not in the, absolute quiet section of the library, because some libraries have sections where you can do absolutely no talking, and then other sections of the library are more conducive for group work and they expect there to be a certain level of conversation. So make sure you're in the right section of the library before you start saying, oh, hi, I know you from chemistry or whatever. So that can work really well for you. Tip number 5, sign up for some study groups that go along with your courses, and that will help you academically and socially. And if there is no study group, you could start your own study group, and that would be a good way to meet new people. You could talk to the instructor about that, and maybe they could put a notice on your course management system. Or you don't have to do that. You could just reach out to people on your own, reach out to other students and ask them if they'd be interested in forming a study group. This tends to happen more frequently as we get toward finals week, but it is a great way to meet people. And honestly, if you start your study group now, you'll be in a better position for finals week because you'll have already formed your study group and that you can rely on each other for notes and things that you missed. Tip number 6 is look for ways to volunteer at your school. All schools need volunteers. You just don't see what people are doing. Go to your student activities office and just say, I have some time, I'd like to volunteer, and trust me, they will put you to work. You might be stuffing envelopes, you might be folding t-shirts, but at least you'll be doing something, and then you can talk to other students while you're doing tasks that you can talk to while you're doing folding papers or whatever. But you'll be able to meet new students also doing the same kind of work. 7 is if you're sporty, maybe a volleyball tournament, softball tournament, or something with the students from your dorm. If you're not so sporty, just look for something else that you like to do. Maybe a watch party to watch The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. But something where you can make it into a group activity and it gives you something to talk about with the other students that you are naturally interested in. Ask the RA, the resident assistant, for help. Sometimes they have a budget for these things and they can say, oh, you know, I can give you a $50 or $100 allowance for pizza or whatever it is for after your tournament. So trust me, the RAs will welcome help, and they might even say, oh, I have one more thing I need to plan for this semester. Can you help me plan and whatever it is. So these are some tips to help you get started making friends at college. For more detailed help navigating college, please check out my course on Udemy, College 101, How College Works, where I give you even more detailed help in how to go through college the most efficiently as possible. Please remember to hit subscribe so I can continue to bring you these helpful videos. Good luck to everyone. Send me an email. Let me know how you're doing. And remember to keep learning.